The room is still blue with the last traces of night. A woman lies on her side, one arm folded beneath the pillow, her breathing slow and even. The curtains are drawn, but a thin line of light creeps along the edge of the window frame. It touches the floor first, then climbs the wall, patient and silent. I open my eyes before the alarm. My hand moves without thought, reaching across the nightstand. The phone is there, waiting. It's always there. The screen glows cold against my palm, bright enough to make me squint. I unlock it with my thumb. The motion's so automatic, I don't even register doing it. The numbers at the top say 5:43. I have 17 minutes before I need to get up, but I'm already awake. Already reaching. Already letting the world in before I've even sat up. The notifications roll down the screen like a gentle avalanche. Messages, emails, news alerts, reminders. I scroll through them slowly, my eyes adjusting to the light. I don't feel urgency exactly, just a kind of magnetic pull. The room around me is still quiet. The air is cool against my face, but inside my head, it's already crowded. I set the phone down after a few minutes, screen facing the ceiling. The light flickers once, then dims. I lie there for a moment, staring at the ceiling. Something feels off. Not wrong, exactly, just heavy, like I've already been somewhere before I've even left the bed. The house is still, but my mind is already full of strangers. I don't know when it started, really. I've tried to remember, but the memory is slippery. Maybe it was always this way, or maybe it crept in so slowly I didn't notice. But every morning begins the same. My eyes open. Before I've even taken a full breath, my hand is already reaching. The phone is warm from charging all night. I unlock it. The world pours in. Messages from people I haven't spoken to in weeks. Notifications about things I don't remember signing up for. Headlines that make my chest tighten before I've even understood what they mean. I scroll through them like I'm looking for something, but I don't know what. Someone liked a photo I posted 3 days ago. An email about a sale that ends tonight. A news alert about a storm somewhere far away. A message from my sister, sent at midnight, asking if I'm awake. I read it all, or I read none of it. It doesn't seem to matter. The act of scrolling is enough. The act of checking, making sure I haven't missed anything. By the time I set the phone down, my mind is already crowded, full of voices I didn't ask for, full of information I don't need, full of small anxieties that weren't there when I woke up. I haven't eaten yet, haven't washed my face, haven't said good morning to anyone, but I've already lived a dozen small moments that weren't mine. I get out of bed feeling late, even though the day hasn't started. There's a heaviness I can't name, not sadness, not anger, just noise. A static that sits behind my eyes and hums beneath my skin. I walk to the kitchen. The coffee machine gurgles and hisses. I stand there, waiting, my phone in my hand again. I don't remember picking it back up. I scroll through more messages. A friend shared an article about something I should be worried about. Another friend posted a photo of her breakfast, beautifully plated. Someone I went to high school with is having a baby. I feel something. Happiness, maybe, or envy, or just fatigue. I can't tell anymore. The coffee finishes brewing. I pour it into a mug, but I don't taste it. I take a sip, and it's too hot, so I set it down and keep scrolling. There's always more. Always something I haven't seen yet. Always some corner of the world I haven't checked. I look out the window while I wait for the coffee to cool. The light is soft and golden now. The neighbor's cat is sitting on the fence. A car drives by slowly, its tires crunching over gravel. I see all of it, but I don't really see it. My mind is somewhere else, somewhere loud and cluttered and far away. I think about the day ahead, the meetings, the errands, the things I need to remember, but I can't focus. My thoughts are scattered, jumping from one thing to another, like I'm trying to hold water in my hands. I sit down at the table with my coffee. I should eat something, but I'm not hungry. I should get dressed, but I don't feel ready. I should put the phone down, but I can't. I keep scrolling. More news, more messages, more things that demand my attention without asking for it. And somewhere, beneath all of it, there's a voice so quiet, I almost miss it. It asks, "Is this how you want to begin?" I don't answer. I don't even acknowledge it. I just keep scrolling, because that's what I do. That's what I've always done. The coffee goes cold in the mug. The light shifts across the table. The cat jumps off the fence and disappears into the bushes. And I sit there, in the middle of my own morning, feeling like I'm somewhere else entirely. When did I start living like this? I ask myself that sometimes, usually late at night, when the house is quiet, and I'm lying in bed with the phone in my hand. When did I stop noticing the way the light comes through the window? When did I stop tasting my coffee? When did I start needing to know everything, all the time? Before I could even begin my day, I don't have an answer. I only know that it feels automatic now, like breathing, like blinking, like something I don't choose, but something I can't stop. And the strange part is, I'm not even sure I want to stop. Because what would I do instead? What would fill that space? What would I think about if I wasn't thinking about all of this? The thought scares me a little, not because it's bad, but because it's unknown. By the time I finally get up from the table, it's almost 8. I've been awake for 2 hours, but I don't feel awake. I feel drained, not from doing anything, just from being somewhere I wasn't invited. I wash my face and brush my teeth. I get dressed. I grab my keys in my bag, and I leave the house, carrying the weight of a morning I didn't really live. The days blur together after that. Same routine, same reach, same flood of information before I've had a single thought of my own. I start to notice patterns. The same people posting the same kinds of things. The same anxieties rising in my chest at the same headlines. The same hollow feeling when I set the phone down. But I don't stop. I tell myself I'll check less tomorrow. I tell myself I'll wait until after breakfast. I tell myself I'll leave it in another room. But I never do, because the pull is stronger than my intention. The habit is deeper than my awareness. And honestly, I'm not sure I believe I can change it. One morning, I'm scrolling through messages when I see one from my daughter. It's from 3 days ago. I don't remember seeing it. Mom, can you call me when you get a chance? Nothing urgent, just want to talk. I stare at it for a long time. 3 days. I didn't see it for 3 days. Not because I wasn't looking at my phone, but because I was looking at too much. I call her right away. She picks up on the second ring. Hey, Mom. Hey, sweetie. I'm so sorry I didn't see your message earlier. It's okay. I figured you were busy. I wasn't, actually. I just missed it somehow. There's a pause. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. What did you want to talk about? Nothing big. Just wanted to hear your voice, I guess. We talk for a while. About her kids. About work. About nothing in particular. And when we hang up, I sit there with the phone in my hand, feeling something I can't quite name. Guilt, maybe, or sadness, or just the realization that I'm missing things. Not just messages, but moments, real ones, the ones that matter. I set the phone down on the table. I look out the window. The light is different now, brighter, harsher. The morning has passed without me noticing, and I think, quietly, to myself, I've been awake for hours, but I don't feel awake. One morning, the power goes out. I wake to silence. No hum of the refrigerator. No buzz of the clock on the nightstand. No faint glow from the charger plugged into the wall. I reach for my phone. The screen stays dark. It died sometime in the night. For a moment, I feel panic. That small, irrational fear of being disconnected, of missing something important, of being unreachable. My chest tightens. My hand grips the phone tighter, like holding it will make it work. But it doesn't. It just sits there, heavy and useless in my palm. I set it back on the nightstand, and then I lie there, in the stillness, listening. I hear birds outside, not a chorus, just a few scattered calls, one near, one far. I hear the neighbor's dog barking twice, then stopping. I hear the low rumble of a car passing 2 streets over. I hear my own breathing, slow and steady, in and out. The light comes in softer without the glow of a screen. It spreads across the sheets, warm and slow, like it has nowhere else to be. I don't reach for anything. I just lie there, feeling the weight of the blanket, feeling the coolness of the air against my face, feeling the quiet. The panic fades, and in its place, something else arrives. Not excitement, exactly, just a kind of openness. A space where there was only noise before. I get up slowly. No rush, no alarm to beat. I walk to the window and pull the curtains open with both hands. The world outside is awake, but it isn't rushing. Trees sway in a rhythm I've forgotten. A woman walks past with a stroller, her steps unhurried. The sky is pale blue, streaked with thin clouds. The air smells like damp earth and something green. I stand there longer than I should. I don't check the time. I don't wonder what I'm missing. I don't feel the pull to look at anything other than what's right in front of me. For the first time in years, I feel the morning as it is. Just the morning. Not a countdown. Not a checklist. Not a collection of things I need to respond to. Just light and air and sound. And it's enough. I walk to the kitchen. The coffee maker won't work without power, so I boil water on the stove. I stand there, watching the small bubbles rise to the surface. I listen to the hiss and pop of the flame beneath the pot. I feel the warmth rising into the air. It's such a small thing, but it feels like something I haven't done in a long time. Like I'm present for it. Like I'm actually here. I make tea instead of coffee. I hold the cup with both hands and let the warmth sink into my palms. I don't drink right away. I just hold it, and I breathe. The house is still quiet. The power is still out. My phone is still dead on the nightstand. And I realize, slowly, that I don't miss it. Not the noise. Not the urgency. Not the flood of voices that don't know my name. I sit down at the table by the window. The light moves across the wood, slow and deliberate. I watch it the way I might watch water move in a stream, without needing it to do anything, without needing it to be different. I think about all the mornings I've spent scrolling, all the minutes I've given away before I've even started, all the thoughts I've borrowed from other people before I've had a single one of my own, and I wonder why I did it. Not out of judgment. Just curiosity. What was I looking for? What did I think I'd find? I don't have an answer, but sitting here, in the stillness, I realize something. Silence isn't emptiness. It's presence. It's the sound of the world without commentary. It's the feeling of time when it isn't being measured. It's the space where my own thoughts can finally arrive. I finish my tea slowly. I wash the cup by hand, feeling the warmth of the water, the smoothness of the ceramic. I dry it with a towel and set it back on the shelf. And then I just stand there, in the middle of my kitchen, doing nothing. Not scrolling, not planning, not worrying. Just standing, just breathing, just being. The power comes back on an hour later. The refrigerator hums to life. The clock blinks 12:00. My phone, plugged back in, buzzes once, twice, 3 times. I look at it from across the room. The screen lights up with notifications, messages, emails, alerts, all the things I would have checked immediately an hour ago. But now, standing here, I feel something different. Not urgency, not curiosity, just a kind of distance. Like I'm watching it from somewhere else. I don't reach for it. Not yet. Not right now. I walk back to the window instead. I open it just a little, and the cool air spills in. I close my eyes and I breathe it in. The air smells like rain, even though it hasn't rained yet, like the earth is waiting for it. And I think, quietly, to myself, maybe this is what a beginning should feel like. Not loud, not urgent, not full of other people's voices. Just quiet, just mine, just here. I stand there for a long time, longer than I've stood anywhere in months. Just breathing, just feeling, just being present in my own life. And when I finally turn away from the window, I leave the phone where it is, on the counter, buzzing softly with things that can wait. Because right now, I don't want to wait anymore. Not for the world, not for the noise, but for myself. The next morning, I leave my phone in the other room, not because I'm trying to prove something, just because I want to see what happens. I wake up slowly, without reaching for anything. I open my eyes, and I just lie there for a moment, listening to the quiet, feeling the weight of the blanket, noticing the light as it moves across the wall. It's softer than I remembered, gentler. I get up and walk to the window. I open the curtains first, not halfway, but all the way. The light spreads across the floor, warm and golden. It touches the edge of the bed, the corner of the dresser, the pile of books I haven't read. I watch it for a moment, and I feel something shift inside me, not dramatically, just a small loosening, a sense that I'm here, that I'm starting the day from where I am, not from where everyone else is. I make tea again. I hold the cup with both hands, and I let the warmth sink in. I don't rush, I don't scroll. I just sit by the window and I breathe. 3 long breaths, in and out, in and out, in and out. It feels strange at first, like I'm wasting time, like I should be doing something. But then I realize this isn't wasted. This is mine. The mornings begin to feel different after that, lighter, Somehow, like I'm not carrying yesterday with me, or tomorrow either. I'm just here, in this small pocket of time that belongs to no one else. I start to notice things I used to walk past. The way steam rises from my cup in thin, curling threads. The sound of my own footsteps on the floor. The softness of my sweater against my skin. The way the light changes color as it moves across the room, from pale gray to soft gold to bright white. I notice the birds again. Not just that they're there, but the way they sound. Some calls are sharp and quick. Others are slow and rolling. I don't know their names, but I know their rhythms now. I start to feel less like I'm chasing something, more like I'm arriving. I still think about work. I still think about the things I need to do, but the urgency is gone. The noise is gone. I don't feel late anymore. I feel awake. One morning, I sit down with a notebook instead of my phone. I don't have anything specific to write. I just want to see what comes. I write about the light, about the way the air feels in the morning, about the small routines that used to feel invisible. I write slowly, without editing, without worrying if it makes sense. And I realize, as I write, that these are my thoughts, not borrowed, not filtered through someone else's words. Just mine, simple and quiet and real. The days begin to feel longer, not in a bad way, in a full way, like there's more space in them, more room to breathe, more time to notice. I start leaving my phone in the drawer until after breakfast, then until after my walk, then until I've done the first thing I wanted to do for myself, and I don't miss it, not the way I thought I would. I don't feel cut off. I feel connected, to the air, to the light, to the rhythm of my own thoughts, to the quiet hum of life that was always there, waiting for me to hear it. One morning, I'm standing at the window with my tea, and I see the neighbor's cat again. It's sitting on the fence, perfectly still, watching a bird in the tree. The bird hops from branch to branch, completely unaware. The cat doesn't pounce. It just watches, patient, present. And I think this is what I've been learning, to be here, to watch, to let the world unfold without needing to control it. To let the morning be the morning. I don't feel like I've changed dramatically. I don't feel like a different person. I just feel like I've returned to something I didn't know I'd lost. A kind of stillness that isn't empty. A kind of presence that isn't loud. I finish my tea and I wash the cup. I dry it slowly, feeling the smooth ceramic under the towel. I set it back on the shelf, and I take a breath. The day is beginning, but I'm not rushing into it. I'm stepping into it. Softly, deliberately, with my own thoughts in my own head, and for the first time in a long time, the day feels mine. I call my daughter that afternoon, not because she texted, not because I remembered something I needed to tell her, just because I wanted to hear her voice. She sounds surprised when she picks up. "Hey, Mom, everything okay?" "Yeah, everything's fine. I just wanted to call." There's a pause, and then she laughs. "That's nice. I'm glad you did." We talk for a while, about nothing in particular, about her kids' latest obsessions, about a recipe she tried, about the way the weather's changing. And when we hang up, I don't feel guilty. I don't feel like I missed something. I just feel like I was there, really there, for the first time in a long time. She sits by the window now, her hands wrapped around a cup of tea that has long gone cool. The phone rests on the table beside her, screen dark and touched. The morning light moves across her face, slow and deliberate. She watches it the way someone might watch the tide. There is no rush in her posture, no tension in her shoulders. She looks like someone who has found something she didn't know she'd lost. A stillness, a rhythm that belonged to her all along. I think, quietly, to myself, the world waited for me. It always did. I just never waited for it. The light continues to rise. The air shifts, cool and clean. The birds call from the trees. The neighbor's dog barks once, then falls silent. The day unfolds, patient and kind. And I am here to meet it. Not with my phone, not with my plans, not with the weight of everything I haven't done yet. Just with my breath, my attention, my presence. And it's enough. It's always been enough.